Hey guys, this is Malekith. This is part 4 of my Irish campaign. I just want to say a big thank you to Mr. Diplex for referring everybody to me today. I've had a non-stop phone vibrating in my bag for the entirety of today's lessons, much to the amusement of everyone around me as I couldn't get in there to turn it off. So the email link has now been removed from that, and it hopefully won't happen again, but obviously I do appreciate the extra views. Now that's out of the way, let's review where we were. So, worldview. Byzantine Empire still in existence. The Muslims haven't banded together and butchered them yet. I'm not sure exactly which era they died in real life, but it can't have been too far from now. It's 1100 at the moment. Russian plains still pretty broken up between multiple tribes. Scandinavia, you've got Norway being a big powerhouse, but generally focusing elsewhere, capturing Iceland and fighting over the United Kingdom. Sweden seems to be doing pretty well, but look like they have some infighting going on. The Holy Roman Empire in the centre doesn't seem to have done much. It's still fighting all its internal disputes, maybe claiming a bit of Italy and annoying the Pope, who seems to have lost some of his land. France, meanwhile, seems to be pushing down into Spain, where the three Christian kings haven't bothered to unite or do anything sensible despite being brothers. In fact, they're busy stealing each other's land from the look of it. William the Conqueror, I'm not entirely sure where he went, but Britain still seems to be very much British as opposed to kind of falling under any sort of French rule. And the Scottish, well, they don't seem to have done much at all. They're busy sitting there drinking their iron brew, chilling out with the Norwegians up the top here. So, back to my own lands. We're currently sieging the last holdout in the north here. Once this guy falls, I'll own half of Ireland and can concentrate on taking the bottom half. It seems the other duke's busy doing the same idea. He's captured these bottom 3 provinces, so it should end up in a showdown there. Owen seems to have run off with somebody, and has in fact moved off of the Isle of Man where I put her, and into this tiny little province here, surrounded by Scottish. So that could be an interesting time for her if they decide to go on a pillaging spree. But that's what Owen was made for, being abused. So anyway, let's continue with this fight. So if we pull up the siege here, you see they're heavily outnumbered. The war's going massively in my favour, so let's see if he'll accept my demands. So, in fact, he's just offering them now. But we got something else coming up at the moment. What's this? Ah, it seems one of my earls is trying to change the law on me. Well, make sure that doesn't happen. But first, let's deal with this peace offer. So if we accept, we gain the county. And it comes directly to me. He doesn't become a vassal, nothing of the sort, just mine. So we'll go with that. So a mechanic that hasn't come up yet because I don't own enough territory. Let's pause this. Is this one up here called, I've no idea how you pronounce it, Demesne? Demise? Something along those lines. Currently I'm at 3 of 5. Now that's how much land my sort of duke personally can own. If you go above that, you start getting tax inefficiencies and your vassals start getting upset because you're basically keeping too much of the land for yourself and not sharing it about. It's less of an issue when you're a count and a duke, and it becomes more of a problem when you're a king, because you obviously want to hold on to a certain amount yourself so that you can raise troops from it and all those other fun things for doing kingly stuff, but you want to keep people happy at the same time. So speaking of which, now my military's finished here, we can dismiss them down, keep the dukes, or the counts happy that I'm not stealing their troops off them. and let's have a look up here. So I can make a title, form a dukedom up here, but it's 148 gold and I have 153. I'd rather save that for mercenaries in case a war breaks out down here. I have a son without some land. Can potentially resolve that now. So let's see which is the best for me. So that's the most profitable with the biggest army. And that's the smallest, so I will give him that one. So where's this unlanded son? There. So we're going to give him the County of Tyrone. I won't give him the lower titles. There he goes. Now we have someone who might revolt, which is one of the Earls in Tyrone. And the main reason being, a legitimised bastard is in charge of him. Oh well, that's a shame. So what we can do here is go to my council. You see my marshal, and we can use him to suppress revolts. At the same time, there should be another option. Where's that guy researching? We'll use him getting money. I could improve diplomatic relations with my Chancellor now, but he's busy until the 8th of October, so I have to wait a month. He also doesn't like me, so I'm going to replace him. Even if he is my son. Especially if there's someone considerably better. So we're just going to use him to fabricate claims actually. If this lot start causing an uprising, I'll just go kick them in the teeth, put them in prison. Job done. So this guy is trying to change the laws on us, so we're going to end his plot. But he doesn't seem to want to. So we can imprison him. It's a percentage chance. Fail, he might declare war or run somewhere else. And since we have evidence he's the leader of the plot, no one cares if we do fail. They probably won't join him. So let's give it a try. And there you go, he's now safely in prison. And he was my new Chancellor. Excellent, it's going well. Okay. So he wants to be Spy Master, which with that rating is never going to happen. We'll give it to this guy. It makes him happy. And then we'll send him to fabricate some claims. So this one can be dismissed. Which vassals might revolt? Oh, this guy's really unhappy now. Who is it? It's my son. Which one? He's the heir as well. And he really dislikes me. I see. It's not that he's ruled by a bastard at all. It's that I legitimised another one that's acting as his brother. Or, you know, effectively. Which will be this guy. There, I think. If I remember correctly from the last playthrough. I'm sure someone will correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Oh well, he's just going to have to lump it. The law's in his favour anyway, he's going to inherit, so I don't know what he's complaining about. So I currently have no claim on anything. Let's see if there's any sort of diplomacy cheating I can do to swipe something in the long run. Ah, so this guy has no kids. Ah, no, he does. It's just his steward. He's already married, unfortunately. Oh well, just have to play the long game and speed it up a bit. Right, what have we got here? This guy thinks he's a better Chancellor, and he is, quite clearly. And he's got a good opinion too. Go. Let's find him a random wife as well to make him happy. You'll do. So my daughter can't tell right from wrong. I can pat her on the head, or I can hit her with something. I'll pat her on the head. Never mind. It's obviously been influenced by Owen far too much. Who's still alive. Aha, we have my son declaring war on me. This will likely be short, as he has 6 troops in a newly conquered county. So he has 83 defenders, we have 559 attackers. What's this? I overheard someone telling the priest to sod off. I'm going to say the priest deserved it. Because I'm such a religious man, as it's quite clear. Doesn't look very happy, does he? That's the face of a sad man about to get his ass kicked. Who inherits after him? Oh good, I have another son, who equally dislikes me. Seems this guy's just not a very good father. Change his spy master to one that's better. Same to uncover plots in my home province again. Where is this guy going? Has he declared war? Yeah, and Brian the Wise has declared war. Oh well. Come on then, Brian. Do your worst. He's got 83 men left. And the new spy master just gave up. Excellent. I love these people. They have such staying power. So, there's our first siege one. And there's the peace offer. He's proposing that he loses 100 prestige. We'll just go with that. I could lock him up. I'll leave him be. We've already proven I can kick his ass if I need to. Get off my lands, Brian. Off he goes. my son's has become spy master for somebody. So I promised this really old guy who'd have the chance of replacing this not quite so old guy as head of the church. I think not. Looks like there's some interesting things happening in Wales. The Scottish Queen's in there kicking down doors. It's all going to get interesting when I start trying to head over there. Which if this Chancellor hurried up and did his job, wouldn't be too much longer. So I can offer this guy to become a vassal. He says no, because I'm too far away basically. So what about this guy? He says no, because there's too small a difference in rank. Fair enough. I wonder if I become king when I capture all of this. It's jihad! And the only response I have is foolish infidels. But to be honest, the Irish are so far away they don't really care. And we haven't got any boats yet either. It's a long way to swim. So I'm going to recall my marshal and set him to training troops instead. And one of my daughters has become a brilliant strategist. And she loves me. It's awesome. So she gets a ridiculously high marshal score. I wonder if she's better than my current marshal, who only has 12. Ah, it appears she can't be marshal. I have no idea why. Probably because she's a woman, but seems a shame seeing as women can do lots of other things in this game. Although maybe it's to do with the laws I've got set in the land. Who knows? Let's carry on. Earl Caradog the Effeminate now owns this tiny bit of land down here. Wouldn't say he looks particularly effeminate, but he is incapable. Owen's still in there. Little plot of land surrounded by ginger Scotsmen. My steward, I believe, just died. Let's have a look. Yep, age 57. He fell over. Oh no, he was killed by a mob of angry peasants when trying to collect extra taxes. And I lose prestige for this, because he didn't carry a big enough stick. Right, let's find someone a bit younger who might survive a mob of peasants. And the first option at the top of the list is just as old, followed by people who dislike me immensely. Oh well, this guy can brave the streets himself. Let's continue. Wait a minute, that's a different colour. What's going on down here? This is my half-brother's wife, the Duchess of Cornwall, except for she doesn't own Cornwall. She owns all the areas east of Cornwall, but never mind. Has apparently gone independent with a series of counties, along with a load of other counties that seem to have done the same. And the Norwegians seems to have capitalised and captured the area in the central west of England. And Cornwall. It seems the Norwegians like surfing. They've just bypassed all of this lot and gone straight for the surfing hotspots. Riding those Huskar shields. Anyway, enough of my rambling, let's continue. Nothing much else of interest going on. My Duke is sick of being kind to everyone, and he loses that trait. While I'm here, I might as well upgrade something. Upgrade the castle village. And what can I upgrade in the town that's worth having? Nothing really, I'll keep the money just in case. Yep, England is definitely breaking down. It's all gone down to dukedoms and Norwegians. We've got just under 300 years left. Somebody's contracted typhoid fever. That's unfortunate for her. He's complaining about the conditions of his cell. So I can leave him where he is, put him under house arrest, which makes him a bit happier. Or I can chuck him down an even deeper hole. I can't remember who this guy was. I guess he was someone who rebelled against me. He doesn't like me. So, yeah, I'm going to chuck him down a deeper hole. He'll die shortly. And the Norwegians have now conquered all of England. You just have the crazy Welsh and their defensive sheep positions. And the Scottish left. You'll most likely be allied with them, but maybe not. Somebody else now has typhoid fever, my wife. Who's then given it to my son. Ah, someone's seeking to kill me. My son. Right then. Let's go check on Intrigue. So, on one case, my daughter wants to kill my son, and my son wants to kill me. A different son this is as well. So what's wrong with you? Oh, you're just not happy. Okay. Well, it seems I don't have enough on him to imprison him, so we'll just try and get him to end the plot, which he seems he'll do, because he dares not refuse. There we go, that's that plot ended. He's not in the direct line of succession anyway. So, let's carry on. Yep, so he's given up his plot. Okay, my Duke is apparently seeing someone behind his wife's back and has been for ages. So I can end the affair and settle down. Become stressed. Or let's say I don't care for my wife. I think I'll go with the ditch the affair, seeing as enough people dislike me. And he was sleeping with his daughter-in-law. No wonder his son's not particularly happy with him. And my daughter wants to get married. Let's find her someone nice. Nope, he's got a wife. He's got a wife. He doesn't have a wife. But he's only 11. We can see what happens. Not even an option to pick him. Did I already check this one? I think I did. Yes, I did. Okay, we're just going to have to find us someone the old-fashioned way of pick someone at random. That's the button I was looking for, not all the other ones. So, I can get an alliance with the Scottish. Let's go with that one. I know, he's a bit young. Let's go with by rank. So there's a couple of counts, Dutch, Welsh. Problem is the Welsh are busy getting their asses kicked. Maybe I'll try the Scottish. Wow, that's just gone round in circles and I didn't get very far. Seems people like disappearing off the list every so often. Right, there he is. We'll just go with that. He can have an older woman to play with. And they're married. I've got another daughter that's just come of age, and she's a master schemer. But, more interestingly, it seems the Norwegians didn't quite hold this together as well as they thought, as the Duchy of Cornwall has just risen up. But it's a different duke entirely. Let's see his family tree. No relation to my son that was there at all, so no idea how he's claimed that. Never mind. Right, that's my half hour sort of slot up, guys. Look forward to seeing the figures for you guys watching part 5. I'll try and do one every day, but I may have to take a gap and slot one in when I can.